Alright, so we're gonna do a quick run through our ingredient list just to make sure that we have everything. In this bowl right here, I do have a tablespoon of chopped garlic. Here I have 2 tablespoons of, of chopped onions. In this beautiful plate here, I have an assortment of sea salt, a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, only because nutmeg is very, very strong, and so you do want to be very careful with the nutmeg. Teaspoon of black pepper, and sort of like the secret ingredient over here is tomato paste, and just to impart that richness of lycopene, which is a very strong antioxidant, and also the rich red color that you're going to see when this is all done. And of course, her main ingredient is leftover rice from yesterday, and baby lima beans for a source of protein to keep you full longer. Canola oil to saute everything, and the reason why for this particular dish I'm using canola oil is because canola oil does contain omega-3 fatty acids without imparting its flavor in food. Alright, so our first step is to saute the onions. So we're gonna add onion to an already simmering oil. It is totally okay to reduce the temperature because you don't want your onions to burn. So when everything is nice and separated, what you want to do is to now add the tomato paste. Stir to even out the distribution of the tomato paste, because you want to make sure that everything is even out and that you do get a homogeneous mixture before adding everything else. So you want to stir like that for the next 5 minutes before you start adding other ingredients, the dry ingredients that is. Garlic is going to be added last. Okay, so just chop up everything in there. You can already see the consistency of the sauce is beginning to build up very slowly, and so this is totally okay. This is what you're supposed to expect. Last to be added before the rice is garlic, and the reason why I'm adding garlic last is because garlic has a lower smoke point compared to onions. And so if you do add onions and garlic at the same time, the garlic, what's going to happen is that the garlic will burn out faster than the onions, and you're going to end up having a dish tasting like burnt garlic. And so again, you stir for maybe a minute or two before you add the rice. All right, second to last step, we're going to add the rice very slowly to avoid any splatter. Feel free to reduce the temperature again, because remember, the rice is already cooked. So you're not cooking it, you're just sauteing the rice. And so it is very okay for you to have a lower temperature at this point. So you sort of are going to be slow warming the rice, if that makes sense. Stirring is really important because you don't want the rice to stick to the bottom, although this is a non-stick pot. But if you're using a regular cast iron pot, which is actually what I recommend, that's even better. But the thing is, with cast iron pots, you want to make sure that you are stirring regularly. Okay, so I'm just going to cover it up now for about 2 to 3 minutes. Should be ready now. At this point, you can very much go ahead and serve it as is. I remember as a little girl, I used to love it just as is. But I just wanted to try something different and add lima beans. And so that's what we're going to do right now. And it's the last ingredient in this preparation. So you grab on your bag of lima beans. Depending on your preference, your taste, you can add more or little. Okay, so the lima beans are frozen, so we're going to slightly increase the temperature for that particular reason. And stir. Add and stir, add and stir. That's exactly what you're doing. Add and stir until you reach the ratio that you want. Okay, some people would like more beans than rice, in which case you're gonna add more beans, but others might want more rice than beans. There is no right or wrong way of doing this. I think that this is the right amount of beans that I've added, so I'm just gonna stop here. Now, if you are a beginner, I will recommend that you saute the beans with everything else prior to adding the rice. Only because they are frozen, you saute the beans with the oil and the onion and the garlic and the tomato and all of that together first before adding the rice. Cover it again, slightly, only slightly reduce the temperature, and cover everything and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Look at it. Oh, doesn't it look lovely? It looks really good. You can serve this now over a salad or any type of greens. Salad, kale, spinach, whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat, you can go ahead and do that. And there is the finished product. Bye, dishers. Not quite done yet. One more thing. I'm off to the gym. It's been a very long but productive day, so I am off to the gym, hence gym gear. But I could anticipate one question that I might not have answered. Yes, you can use any type of rice for this recipe, although I haven't tried risotto rice because risotto rice tends to be a little sticky. I haven't tried that yet. You might be adventurous and try it if you want. But really, essentially what you want for this recipe is a rice that does separate well. And so for this particular recipe, I use jasmine rice because that's what my family loves. It's not rice unless it is jasmine rice. So this is what I use, but you can use brown rice, wild rice, basmati rice if you prefer. So until next time, remain blessed, and hopefully you guys use this a recipe for your busy, rainy days. All right, bye-bye.